To be honest, a lot of advisors, a lot of advisory firms, big firms, don't even use the benchmark.
So I'm sure you set up some benchmarks and all that whenever you're looking at clients' portfolio and stuff. What benchmarks will a particular client's portfolio be compared to, or who determines the right benchmark?
So we always use the benchmark of S&P 500 for moderate, aggressive, and very aggressive. We don't want to compare with anything less than that. But we use S&P 500 as a gold standard for moderate and above. But obviously, moderate is too much for a conservative basket. So for that, we use Vanguard bond index as a benchmark for comparison, because the goal there in a conservative index, conservative basket, is to either preserve the capital or grow at a very conservative phase, right? S&P typically has got 10% growth. So you cannot compare a 6% growth portfolio to a 10% portfolio. So it depends on what the risk profile of the portfolio is for us to set the benchmark. And to be honest, a lot of advisors, a lot of advisory firms, big firms, don't even use the benchmark. They say, oh, we target a 7% return. A lot of customers suffer from that because there's no benchmark to which they are compared with. They just get an absolute return of 7%, 5%, 6%, and they're paying a hefty amount of fees for the advisors for not even performing to the benchmark levels. If assuming S&P is a benchmark,